Oh, some juggalos might know this as their favorite song, lead song, just a regular song they listen to. Well, everybody knows it by the first name, Halloween on Military Street. Now, first I am going to sing it because that's really the only way. Heaven, another Halloween. People on military know what this means. Houses on fire from blowing up cars. Creatures on the streets and razor blades and candy bars. I went to trick-or-treat, first house on my block. Spit in my face, it gave me a rock. I tried to give it back and said, I'll take nothing instead. Turned away and felt the rock peg me in the head. Walked to the next house directly next door, and there I found an old lady dead on the floor. I said, excuse me, miss, but do you have a tree? She lifted her leg and scraped the flakes off her dead feet. I ran to the next house, happy and giddy. I seen a fat woman holding up her kitty. I said, trick or treat. She said, trick or trick, and squeezed her titty till it was sick. I was a little frightened. No, the next house was back in the woods. I was a little frightened, but I want the goods. I knocked on the door. I heard a knock back, and I heard, come in. And I'm like, that. This house belongs to Miss Cherry Spoon. Said, drop your jaws, tree's coming soon. I clicked through a stiffy, but kept my eyes shut. And hand came out the mail, shooting flicked me in the nuts. I wobbled to the next house, ready for the worst. And chilling in the driveway was a long black hearse. I rang the doorbell and said, is anybody home? Of course, a little boy. Have a sugar-coated candy store. I walked in the field and to the next crib. The friendly Mrs. Witherby in her cooking bib. I said, do you have some candy for my sack? She said, how about instead a nice hot fresh of homemade yeast and fucking bread? My bag became heavy, so I rested near the curb. And riding on his bike, here comes little Larry Sherd. I snuck up behind him and kicked him off his seat. I punched him in the neck and power bombed him in the street. Now my sack of candy has doubled in size, up to the next house for my scary prize. I'm like, trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat. He opened up the door, sucked my lips, and didn't give me rocks through this window, and ran across the street to the big mansion I'm in for a treat. I dinged on the dong. Here comes the butler, a big, gumpy, tall, looking motherfucker. I said, hello, mister, is there something for my sack? He reached in his back pocket, but I think he hurt his back. It's taken him an hour. My bag is open ready, but then he finally dropped in my sack. A fucking penny. The next house is abandoned, so forget it. But wait a minute, I think somebody's living in it. I ran up to the porch. Trick or treat, you can't hide. It was a crackhead. He crawled in my bag and died. The next house was mine, the last on the block. My mother sitting on the porch, shining up the clock. I climbed on the roof and with my brother jumped steady and we yelled, Happy Halloween and clown love to the whole city. That one took me about 5 days to actually recite, read it again, recite, and all that. I actually ended up trying to do it with the music on, because my stereo, if you look at it, can turn down the voice and everything, and the bass and all that. So I turned down the whole voice. Can't do it at all. subscribe, look me up on Google, MySpace, Facebook. No, don't do Facebook. I'm not really on that. Twitter. No, not really on Twitter. Just MySpace and Google. But Google really sucks, so just do MySpace. Oh, and at the end of every video, I'm going like this because I'm blind. I'm actually supposed to be wearing these glasses. I've had them since I was 5, so I haven't gotten replaced since then. They're gay. They go in the dark. Well, if you see if it will come out on the camera. You look right there. It's got SpongeBob. And what's really gay is that they're blue, and also it's got the little flowers right there. I need new ones. I'm blind. But yeah, Halloween on Military Street by ICP. Whoop whoop.